Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Trivet Knots. I'm John. My buddy Skip Hips came to visit for the week, and we had a couple of projects we're working on. He's working on this this big frame that he's making to go outside of the office, or maybe inside the office of the Chief of Naval Operations here in the U.S. And he decided to use sword mat as the primary Senate for that frame, and it's a gigantic frame. It's like 5 feet wide by 4 feet in depth, which is, you know, really big. So having a need at hand, he decided to find a way to tie a sword mat in long lengths, faster than you could the traditional way, like I show you in the tutorials I've done in the past. So that's what this is. You'll get to see. It is a tutorial on how to do that. Onward. Skip's making a sword. Not your typical sword. You can't fight with it unless you're fighting a sword mat. Done. Just hammered together. Dry fit. You're gonna take the whole daggone thing apart and glue it.
That's it.
Then we got to put a couple of screws in here, or rather, eyes in here.
2 screws here.
Yeah.
And it's actually warped the same way that you would warp a standard Inkle Loom. Starting off with a heddle first. Tension is important. Put a weight on it. Put a heddle on it over the heddle peg. And then load the first line. The nice thing about this is you don't have to use all the pegs if you don't need maximum length. You can use fewer. The second one goes over the top and follows around. Even though the setup time on this is slow, it's still much, much faster than the conventional way of making sword matting. And besides, there's very few things in knot tying that is fast. Now, I've found that this works exceedingly well with cotton or natural fiber cordage. Not so much with braided polyester. Shit.
Thank goodness it wasn't the real alligator, Skip. Skip's been bitten by an alligator. Clip.
Okay, now this is where the big difference comes in.
Yeah, so let's just make this statement. Skip,
Yes.
this is, at this moment, a normal Inkle Loom, though it is made of PVC.
Yeah, no.
And we have loaded it with 33 lines for a sword mat.
Under normal circumstances, this piece right here, this black piece, would be your tensioning device on an Inkle Loom. And as you worked, this would slide forward as the lines got tighter and tighter. It doesn't work to make sword matting. Big difference is this clamp. Just 2 pieces of 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch pine trim, 2 holes and 2 eyes. 2-eye bolts. And what I do is put this one on the bottom, put them together. They do go together, and put the wing nuts back on.
Check.
Now notice I did not put this one in the clamp. This is the end.
Okay.
You don't need to.
Line of super glue is going to go right across there.
That's here.
Then it'll be cut. So at the beginning of this operation, we had to cut the lines across at the end so they were no longer continuous pieces. And then all of this line, right, is going to be centered here eventually. So these weights are attached to each individual line.